Hello. So I'm Aisha and
I'm Tonya.
so we're back again. Today we're going to look at the movement of our hands and the movement possibilities in our arms. We're going to look a little bit at the joints in the hands and arms. So a joint is where two bones meet, and that means that we have this flexibility, mobility in the body. So the joints can bend, and different joints in the body move in different ways. Some of them rotate, other joints bend this way, like the elbow joint. They just have this. And the shoulder joint has lots of mobility in different ways it can move. So we're going to focus on hands and arms today. But first of all, let's just get warmed up a little bit so we can put our palms together. And you know this one, we'll bring them apart so they're facing each other. And we'll start with a little flick in action, a little shake. And just relax the mouth and let the breath move easily in and out of the body, just to support this movement. And then gradually you can just bring the hands up so they come up higher. And just leaving your back in the back of you. So you're not throwing your belly forward. Leaving the back in the back of you. You're remembering to keep your elbows forward so they're not out to the side. And you can go with the hands up, really up above the head if you like, or you can have them a little bit more in front of the face, or just wherever's right for you. So you don't strain anything, you just do what's right for your body today. And then gradually bring the hands down again, so they're back in front of your tummy. And then let the head roll down. So we're curving over, and we can shake the hands down a little bit. And then we can start to come up again. You can imagine you're stacking the vertebra of your spine up as you come to sit up again. Let your breath change. And then change how you're shaking the hands. So you can shake them this way now. So it's nearly like flicking water off the hands. And then bring one arm up above the head. And then change. So bring the other arm up above the head, or up high, wherever you want to go. And then bring it back to the middle. And then bring one hand more in front. So a little bit away from the body, while the other one stays close to the body, and then change over, and then bring them back to the middle. And then shake them out to either side. Just be careful if you're sitting close to someone. You can bring them a little bit more forward if it's a bit, if these are a bit close together. And then back into the middle. Now, can you shake one in front and just try your best to shake the other one behind? Okay, and again, just really not overstraining anything as you do that. And then back to the middle. So every time we do an action, there's a whole process. Okay, so you're not going straight to the end of it. Yeah, you can change hands now and back to the middle. Great. And then relax the hands. And you might feel a little tingle. I'm feeling a little tingle in my hands now. They're all activated, and the blood is moving all around the hands and arms, and I feel more energized in my torso and in my head now. My legs feel a wee bit lazy though. They feel a little bit like they're just sat there. So you might want to sit back on your chair a wee bit more. And just lift one leg. And just lift the other leg. And then just give one leg a little shake. And the other one a little shake. And then both legs. And then maybe you want to give them a wee pat. Just make sure they're still alive. Maybe with both hands on one leg, and just go as far as you can go. Tanya and I can go right down to the foot. That's fine. That might be too much of a journey today for some people. So you don't need to copy that. You just go, you follow your own process, you follow your own journey with this. So what's right for your body. You might want to lift a leg up and get underneath the thigh or the knees. And just let it run out. So we're going to focus, like I say, on the hands and arms, but it's just good to really kind of activate the whole of the body so it's all integrated. We can just give the hands a little rub. And then just take one hand and you can just rub the lower arm and the underside of it as well. So just, and then just follow that on up the arm just as high as you can go. Again, just thinking about the underside of the arm, so the whole of the arm. And then if you can go a little bit to the shoulder without causing too much tension or anything. And you can even come a little bit close here to the chest, because this is the shoulder girdle that connects here, part of the shoulder girdle. So we just want to get that kind of activated and woke up as well. And then just come here to the sternum. And put your other hand on top of that hand and then release that arm, and we're going to go down the way. So we're going to go like this on the other side. So you can rub a little bit here, the top of the chest, the shoulder girdle, and if you can get to the shoulder and a little bit behind, but don't worry if you can't. And then this upper arm and the underside of that. So you're just giving a little rub, you're just warming it up, you're encouraging the blood flow, and just rubbing the hand and let it run out. And then just moving the fingers and the joints of the hand. So you can see that in the fingers, there's 3 joints, isn't there? So just have a little, just let your fingers move, and you can have kind of the image of like a spider, or if that kind of helps you with the feeling of it.
Octopus.
Octopus. And let's really have the quality of a very light quality. So we don't need to bring like lots of tension into these joints. Actually, we really want them to be very movable and active, but we can be really light. We don't need to bring any necessary tension. Unnecessary tension. And then let's just do this little exercise. You might have done this maybe before. So we're going to, the thumb is going to meet each finger. It's going to touch each finger. Okay, so it touches, the thumb touches the index finger. And then it touches the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky. And then it goes back, reverses it. So then we can go pinky, ring finger, middle finger, index finger. So you can do that little pattern in your own time, at your own speed. So you really want to just be very clear with it. And again, thinking this is a lot of concentration. How can you do this in a very clear way, but still really relax without bringing tension or stress to your mind, but also like to the physical body. So it doesn't need to be tension in it. Can you do this in a very light, easy way? Not to worry if you make a mistake or you miss a finger. It's fine. You're just doing it for yourself and at your own pace. If you want it to be a little bit more challenging, you can not look at your hands as you do it. See if you can do it without looking at your hands. And it's at your own speed. Well done. And then just let that exercise go and just move the fingers and start to bring a little bit more movement now into the wrist joint. So where your hand meets this lower arm. And you can have a little hand dance. There's lots of dances from around the world that really really look at and really play with the hands.
So flamenco,
that's so beautiful. And then include the elbow joint now as well. So how does your elbow joint move? How can it move? So just including the fingers, the joints, all the joints of the hands, the wrists and the elbows. So how can this lower arm and hands move? How can you be creative and expressive with these movements? And then go up to the shoulders. And the shoulders have lots of movement, so let's just let go of the hands and the lower arms for now. Let's just kind of concentrate on the shoulders a little bit and just give your shoulders a little move, just however you like. Great. And just together now, let's try to bring the shoulders up. So we're going to try to bring them towards the ears. They're not going to touch the ears or anything. Again, you're not, you don't need to overstrain or over push anything. You don't need to do it exactly how I do it or Tanya does it or anybody else in the room. You can just let your shoulders come up a little bit and just see how that feels. So just bringing them up and then dropping them down. And that's kind of a nice feeling. How can you just gently bring them up and then release them down? You can let the breath out as you do that if you want as well. So we could bring them up and great. And now see if you can just bring your shoulders a little bit forward. Is there a way you can just bring them forward a little bit? Can you push them forward a little bit? Or can you let them come back a little bit? It might be very small, might be even very difficult to see. So how can you bring them forward and back? So it's really activating this sternum. So we're including this, our torso when we do that. Great. And then let's bring them forward a little bit and then lift them up. And then can we bring them down and back and round? So we can imagine that we're really circling these shoulders. So they bring them forward and up, back and down. Forward and up, back and down. Great. And then we can give them a little shimmy. And then let's see if we can just move one shoulder up and then let it drop down. And then we'll go to the other one up and drop down. And then can we move one up, and can we leave it there and then bring the other one up? Now can we bring the first one down and now the second one down? So we bring one up, leave it there, bring the other one up, bring the first one down, and then the second one down. So it goes up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Great. And then just move your shoulders however you like. And then let's include the elbow, wrist, and hands. And just move them however you just feel like moving them. So with just whatever feels comfortable or nice or interesting to you. And then just have a little stillness. And then go to moving again. And then be still. But I'm not dropping it. I'm not completely relaxing. I'm kind of holding it. And then I'm going to move again. So you're just moving the hands and arms however you like. They can do the same thing or similar things, or they could do completely different things. And find a stillness. Great. And now just let one arm have a little journey up. So it's traveling up high. And then let it travel down again. And then the other arm can have a little journey up high and travel down again. And then both arms can have a little journey up high and travel down again. Great. So let's just have some music and just try some of those ideas, and I'll just call them out. So we'll just have a little improvisation, but we just what we were doing, but we'll just have some nice music to go with that. So just be comfortable in your chair. And we're going to start just with one arm and take one arm on a little dance. And we can take that dance up high. So wherever that is for you, up high. And then let it travel down low. And you could even curve over a little bit if you wanted to go a little bit lower. And rest. And we're going to go to the other arm, and it's going to do the same thing. So it's going to travel up high. And then down low. Now both hands, both arms, and they can travel high. And traveling down low. And rest. And now it's open, so your own hand arm dance. You can include stillness. You can decide that you just want to have one arm moving and the other arm can be still, or both can move at the same time. So it's very open now. So just whatever you like, just listening to the music and just having your own little hand and arm dance. Remembering the stillnesses as well. Remembering that you can just have one hand or arm moving at once. Or both arms moving together. You can travel up high, or you can bring the hands and arms down low, or anywhere in between. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. And we will see you in the next lesson. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.